This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. That one complete to Elliott. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You talk about this Rams defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now. And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? On the ground, it's Cruz. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain. I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game. Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Pat Surtain up to make the play. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago. And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. How about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there. And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0.
Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking deep for Elliott. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased. And
he's got a man complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Rams are able to move back in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go. with the ball in the air.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, fun to have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 14-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
It's outrageous. A quarterback calls, I don't like 12 instead of Tom Brady. Can show my stock, I still stack tall, you still can't trade me.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 6. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Well, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Puka Nacua with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 2. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
It'll be Cruz here on the carry.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Back to throw here. Being chased out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Russo
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man Cruz. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's short. The Cowboys are going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Cruz has it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to let it go again. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, There's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
61 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
This is Cruz. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Cowboys have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that will put them on top here in the third.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left.
Looking for Elliott, and he's got the catch on the crossing route.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Now a give right side. Cruz. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They'll run on first down. It's Cruz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game. And
before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Slot man moves right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now, 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cruz, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Here's 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cruz, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Cruz. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's first down.
Up the middle they go. Cruz. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Second and 6 coming up.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words. Make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now an all rest on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it.
Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going. And points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for Dallas, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.